Alright, Pizza Critic's back. This week and then next week we're going with some more premium pizzas because we got tired of the cheap stuff. This one, Bessies Revenge Cheese, Screamin Sicilian Pizza Company. Never heard of this before. I actually never saw it before we bought it. But we had to buy it because it looked delish. It's got a big mouth and a mustache.
It also comes with its own mustache for you that you can pop off the back.
Yeah. Also, it's got big pieces of cheese. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm excited. The instructions say preheat to 425, put on rack, bake, and then eat and annihilate your taste buds. I'm sorry, assault your taste buds. Close enough. Let's get this one in the oven and we'll see how we feel about it. Cost us $8.99 on sale. They said I'm scared the living shit out of me. They could care less. I just got this pup out of the oven, and I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed. Those old pieces of cheese we saw melted into this weird, like, little sort of bubbles all around. If you can see, I think that might be the Wisconsin white cheddar. There's white cheddar, Parmesan, and mozzarella, I think it said, amongst other stuff. And it's also a circular pizza, and I thought it was going to be a square pizza for whatever reason. What do you think of?
I like it. I like how brown the cheese has become in various places, and I think of those as like big cheesy nuggets I'm gonna get to at some point. So I'm totally down for this. I like the texture.
I agree that
some sauce through there.
I agree that the browning on the side looks pretty nice. It looks fairly crispy. It's kind of thin. When you think of a screaming Sicilian pizza, you thought it'd be nice and thick. It's not the thinnest pizza we've had, but it's certainly not thick, which is a little disappointing. Overall, I'd say the pizza itself looks fairly average, but these bring it down a notch for me. So for me, this is going to be a 2 out of 5 loaves of bread.
Yeah, if it wasn't clear, I disagree. I'm going to give this a solid 4 out of 5. This looks like a pizza I want to eat. Those are first box of cheese. They melted right out into little puddles of good cheese.
Alright, we're going to give this one a whiff now. Hopefully Evan will actually be right about this. They said I'm scared the living shit out of me. They could care less. Okay. Once again, I'm not feeling it. I get an overwhelming sense of this sort of cheese that's sort of left of center, not what you expect from a pizza. When I first put it in the oven, I was actually kind of excited because it smelled interesting and different. And this is not something that appeals to me. I can't smell the crust or the sauce. I'm really just getting an overwhelming amount of those cheese buckets. I'm gonna have to just say I don't like this one. What about you?
I agree. Lots of cheese. I wish I smelled some sauce and some crust. I still like the cheese that I'm smelling though, so I can't knock off too many points if I like the cheese. I just wish that I was getting more of the presence of the sauce. I can see sauce and I can see crust, so I don't know why I'm not smelling it.
So for me, this is another 2 out of 5 cows.
I'll give this one a 2.5 out of 5.
They said I'm scared the living shit out of me. They could care less.
Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Let's see if this fairly expensive $8 or $9 pizza is worth the money. Wow. It tastes very different than what I imagined. The crust and the smell and the visuals do not really give a good indication of what this pizza is, which I've been finding is kind of true for a lot of these pizzas lately. For me, I'm gonna get the crust in real quick. Okay. For me, this is sort of the follow-up to Home Run Inn. If you recall, Home Run Inn smells exactly like a Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but it doesn't quite taste like it. It tastes better. This is that taste that smell is giving me. This tastes like a Chuck E. Cheese pizza. The cheese is very fake, but it's not horrendous, but it is, certainly a specific flavor. The sauce is sweet, doesn't have that much of originality to it, but it is what it is. The crust, although it had that sort of nice, hard to describe, like flakiness in the bottom, it doesn't taste like anything. It just sort of is there to be there. That being said, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I gotta agree, this is very interesting. It really did not taste like how it smelled. I'm getting a lot of garlic. I don't know about you, but there's quite a bit of garlic, which I like. But I don't know, there doesn't seem to be that much subtlety to it. There's like There's cheese and then there's the not cheese. I know that there's two different cheeses, so there's this huge hunk of
Yeah,
cheese here, which
overall,
is different, but
this is definitely not worth $8 or $9 in my opinion. I can't give this taste more than. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 hot wet mouse. That's really what this pizza is. It's a mediocre pizza. It's not uneatable because it is pizza, but nothing good going on here.
I'm gonna give this one a 2.5. Just because the first thing that I tasted was the crust, and I thought it was fine. But yeah, it's not great at all. It's not really worth $9.
They said I'm teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could care less.
Alright, here's the wrap up. Everyone was a little nicer on this pizza than I was, but overall we agreed. Definitely not worth the money. It's a very average, boring pizza. I gave it a 2 out of 5 on all the categories. Evan gave it a 4 in looks, a 2.5 in smell, and a 2.5 in taste. That gives an average of 2 out of 5 for me and around a 2.5 out of 5 for him on average, or a 3 out of 5 for him on average. But when you mix that in with how it's more expensive, I don't recommend ever picking up a Screamin Sicilian pizza.